Alright, so what we're going to do is create a screen glare first of all. It's pretty easy and it's going to look really cool. And then we're going to create some animations so that the iPhone comes flying in from the side. So what you're going to do from the iPhone, duplicate that. So hit Control D for duplicate. And call this one glare control. Okay. And then what we want to do is double click on the rectangle tool and create a solid white color, something like that. And call this one just glare. Like so. Now what we want to do is place the glare underneath glare control and on top of iPhone, and make sure that you've got this track matte switches on here. So if it's not there, just click on toggle switches and modes, and on track matte, on none, click on alpha matte. Okay, cool. And what we want to do is we want to parent these, so select these and parent them to the iPhone so that it moves with the iPhone. And then what we want to do is grab this effect called linear wipe. So type in linear wipe, and it's this one here, and drop that onto glare control. Okay, so as you'll be able to see, if I bring this up and I click on transition completion, you'll see that we can animate this glare like so. But we need to bring up the opacity so that it's not, so we can actually see the iPhone. So click on glare control, click on glare, the shape, and hit T for opacity and just bring that down, maybe something to like 10% or 15%, and you'll be able to see that we've got this nice glare looking kind of a glare looking image. Okay, so we're going to start animating this iPhone, and then we'll go ahead and animate the glare as well. So I want to rotate this iPhone first, so hit R for rotation and bring it up to 90. Bring it up to 90. Sorry, bring this down to 90. Okay, and that looks good. And hit S for scale. I'm going to make it bigger as well. But first of all, let's bring it off. Let's go ahead and bring the rotation down to 0. Okay, so it was like, forget about what I just said. So just bring it back to how it was before. Now what we want to do is bring this iPhone off the screen. And we want it to start animating about now, so just before 4 seconds. And what we want to do now is we want to hit P, just click all these arrows down, and you'll see we've got P, position, scale, and rotation. Hit all of these keyframes, position, scale, and rotation. And then drag it to about 5 seconds, and drag it on here. And then also rotate it to 90 degrees now. Okay, and position it in the middle, and also bring up the scale so that it's looking good, something like that, so it fills up most of the screen. Okay, let's have a look at this final one. Okay, so a little bit smaller actually, something like that maybe. That's good. Okay, so as you're about to see, we've got a nice kind of animation here, and I'm going to make all these keyframes easy ease. Let's have a look at that. Okay, great. So that's how you create the animation with the iPhone and the screen glare. What we need to do now is animate the screen glare so that the screen glare is kind of coming across from that angle and just sliding across. So let's have a look at this now. Okay, so we want to start the screen glare like down here. So click on glare control, bring the transition completion down in the angle. Let's have a look at the angle. About there, I guess. This kind of angle. Okay, so bring it up a little bit so you can just see it. Now bring it back. Click on the iPhone and P for position so we can find the keyframes. Okay, bring it back to about there, I guess. Or yeah, let's say about there. Okay, just before the keyframe, click on glare control, hit the transition completion, and then come to the final bit and bring it up to about there, I guess. Looks good. Or maybe change the angle a little bit more. Okay, something like that. So let's have a look at what this looks like. As you can see, the glare's kind of coming across as it's moving, like the light's shining on it. When it finally stops moving, then the light just stays like that. Cool, so jump on to the next video. We're going to add in the screen, we're going to add in some bubbles and kind of finish off this main video.